stretching across mountains, crawling over deserts, standing silently through centuries of war, ambition, and sacrifice. There is a structure so vast that it reshaped landscapes, lives, and history itself. This is not just a wall. This is not just stone and brick. This is the Great Wall of China, a monument built by emperors, paid for by soldiers and farmers, and remembered through the bones of the forgotten. This is the story of why it was built, how it was built, and what it truly cost. More than 2,500 years ago, China was not one united nation, that it was divided into warring states. Each kingdom fought for land, power, and survival. From the north came constant danger. Nomadic tribes, skilled horsemen, sudden raids, endless invasions. These invaders could strike quickly and vanish just as fast. The Chinese kingdoms needed protection. Armies alone, not weapons alone. They needed a barrier. The earliest walls were not one long wall. They were separate defensive walls, built by different states, made from packed earth, wood, stones. These walls were crude but effective. They slowed enemies. They warned villages. They bought time. But China was still divided. Everything changed with one man. In 221 BCE, a ruthless and brilliant leader rose to power. His name was Qin Shi Huang. He conquered all rival states. For the first time in history, China was united. He declared himself the first emperor of China. But unity brought new problems. The northern threat remained. Qin Shi Huang made a historic decision. He ordered all regional walls to be connected. Thus began the Great Wall. There were no machines, no engines, no modern tools, only human hands, wooden carts, ropes. Suffering millions were forced to work. Soldiers, farmers, prisoners, criminals. Conditions were brutal. Many never returned home, it is said. Each stone is laid with a human life. Bodies were buried beneath the wall itself. This is why the Great Wall is sometimes called the longest cemetery on earth. The wall changed with geography. In mountains, stone blocks; in deserts, sand and reeds; packed earth in plains. Brick and mud. Height ranged from 15 to 30 feet. Watchtowers stood at intervals. For soldiers, for signal fires, for communications. Smoke by day, fire by night. A message could travel hundreds of kilometers in hours. After Qin Shi Huang's death, the Qin Dynasty fell, but the wall did not disappear. During the Han Dynasty, 206 BC, 226, the wall expanded westward. Why? Trade. The Silk Road was born. The wall protected merchants' caravans, cultural exchange, spices, gold, and ideas flowed across continents. The wall became more than defense. It became a guardian of civilization. This question still divides historians. The wall slowed invasions, controlled movement, protected trade, but it did not stop all enemies. Some invaders bribed guards. Others went around it. Some broke through. The wall was not invincible. Its true strength was psychological. It symbolized power, authority, order. The most famous parts of the Great Wall were built during the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644. This time, construction was stronger and smarter. They used bricks, lime, mortar, stone. Foundations. Towers became fortresses. The wall was rebuilt to resist firearms and cannons. This version is the one tourists see today. Strong, massive, enduring. Life for soldiers was lonely and harsh. They lived in watchtowers, cold winds, isolated mountains. Food was limited. Families were far away. Many soldiers became farmers. During peace they grew crops near the wall. The wall was not just military, it was a way of life. After the Ming Dynasty fell, the wall lost importance. New rulers did not fear northern tribes. Sections collapsed. Bricks were stolen. Nature reclaimed it. For centuries, the wall was forgotten. In the 20th century, China recognized the wall's value. Restoration began. In 1987, UNESCO declared it a World Heritage Site. Today, over 21,000 kilometers long, one of the greatest human constructions ever. Contrary to myth, it is not visible from space with the naked eye, but its impact is clearly visible in history. The Great Wall represents strength, unity, persistence. Sacrifice. It reminds us of human ambition, of suffering behind greatness, of the cost of power. It stands as a lesson carved in stone. Empires rise, empires fall, but the Great Wall remains, silent, enduring, watching centuries pass. It is not just China's wall, it is humanity's wall, a reminder of what humans can build, and what they endure to build it.